Minister confirms advisor's lack of role in China spy case evidence. In a recent development, the Education Secretary has confirmed that a key security advisor played no part in the evidence or substance of the case against two men accused of spying for China, which collapsed last month. This statement comes in response to accusations from the Conservatives that Jonathan Powell, the Prime Minister's national security advisor, had a role in withholding evidence needed for convictions. The charges against Christopher Cash and Christopher Berry, who deny the allegations, were dropped, sparking criticism from ministers and MPs. Bridget Phillipson, addressing the BBC, assured that Mr. Powell did not contribute to the case's substance or evidence. The Conservatives have raised concerns, submitting an urgent question in Parliament to address the collapse of the trial on Monday. They suggest that Mr. Powell, known for his pro-Beijing stance, failed to provide the necessary evidence to the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS. However, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Stephen Parkinson, attributed the trial's collapse to the government's lack of evidence regarding China's status as a national security threat. This interpretation is controversial, as it contradicts the government's earlier stance. Former Conservative ministers and advisors have come forward claiming there was no official designation of China's threat level and that a document containing hundreds of examples of Chinese activity posing a risk to the UK during the alleged offenses could have been used as evidence. They point to incidents like the Ministry of Defense hack, which ministers suspected China of orchestrating. A source from the previous government stated that no sane jury would conclude that China was not a threat based on the available evidence. Public statements from figures like former MI5 head Ken McCallum, who described a sustained campaign of Chinese espionage, further support this claim. The Liberal Democrats have criticized the government's approach to China, warning that it endangers national security. They have called for a block on the planning application for a new Chinese embassy in London, arguing that it would enable industrial-scale Chinese espionage. The case against Cash and Berry, charged under the Official Secrets Act in April 2024, was dismissed due to the evidence no longer meeting the required standard, as stated by the Director of Public Prosecutions.